Yo, what's going on, guys? John here for Mr. Flying Pig HD's YouTube channel. A match preview of the Manchester United versus Swansea City game at Old Trafford this Saturday. And whether or not you're Louis van Gaal in or Louis van Gaal out, whatever your status is in regards to the situation at Old Trafford currently, it doesn't matter. Every fan in the world currently wants Manchester United to win and take the 3 points, whether or not it's a hard-fought 1-0 victory or a dominating 4-0, 3-0. Doesn't matter how, everybody wants to make sure we take the 3 points first. And obviously, with the extra little bit of a selfishness to watch entertaining football, to watch a dominating performance. But the main priority and the main cause for concern is that we're lacking points and we need to take 3 points no matter what. Especially when we found out today that we've been placed in the same position as Liverpool, as they came up with a 1-0 victory, I believe, against Sunderland today, and they are currently tied with us on points in the table, and it just doesn't look good. And now that we seem to be going down this decline once again, and whether or not it's just a part of the season where we're hitting this trench in terms of form, that doesn't matter. The fact that we're declining, we're not getting the points, is a major cause for concern, and we need to turn things around as soon as possible. Before I go forward discussing a little bit about Swansea, I just wanted to take a few moments to discuss the match against Chelsea and a few key points. You guys can't see the board exactly what I wrote here, but I did mention a few key points in terms of statistics. Manchester United, in terms of defensive abilities, they came up with 15 interceptions, 60 fouls, and 31 tackles, with 21 of them only being successful, a rate of 68%. And what that means to me is that Manchester United was very, very aggressive in terms of their style of play, especially in that second half. First half against Chelsea, we looked as if we were wanting to do something. There was that level of freedom that seemed to have been unleashed by the players, especially in that final third. And when we lost possession, everybody pressed hard, everybody pressed early and won the balls early, and that's a positive form of aggression. That's a positive form of, that pressure that you're trying to place onto your opponent. But in that second half, once again, it was another declining performance in that second half, and it looked as if Manchester United players were frustrated, and they looked a little bit more out of composure as they just started throwing in reckless challenges. Lots of yellow cards are flying out, and I'm not just saying that that's something that's to be expected in a match of Manchester United versus Chelsea, but Chelsea really weren't providing anything, especially in that first half. They weren't showing any sort of fight. They literally looked as if they came to get a draw and to just park the bus. But for us to be throwing in those reckless challenges, it will really cause some major problems, especially when we're playing against a side like Swansea, who have a nickname of Swansea for their possession style of play. And although it's a far stretch from Swansea actually being compared to Barcelona, they really do have that possession-based football. And even though Gary Monk has exited Swansea and has been sacked, they still provide that sort of style of play and holding the ball very well. And the reason why they've allowed themselves to take 3 victories in a row against Manchester United in the past 3 outings that we met against them, the reason why that was the case was the fact that they really control the ball well, especially in that midfield role. For me, the key players that we need to really watch, whether or not they play or not, a big cause for concern is Sigurdsson, Shelvey, Montero, and Ki Sung-young. And those 4 players, I don't know if Montero is going to be playing, but Shelvey and Ki are definitely going to be playing, and Sigurdsson, I'm not sure if he returned from injury yet. But the major cause for concern is that Swansea have a really tight, strong midfield, and if they play in a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-1-4-1 system, a single pivot, double pivot, their midfielders are very strong, especially Shelby and Key. They really know how to hold that ball, and I constantly mention this key term of half turns, but they're really able to just hold that ball, hold up the challenge from the opposition, make that half turn or full turn, and just distribute the ball, whether it be a low drive of a long pass or a short pass, 10 yards, 20 yards, whatever it is. They're able to really penetrate the other defenses through their midfield, and they really have a strong core of a defensive midfield partnership. And although they haven't been doing so well this season, it still is wary. We really need to be wary of the Swansea quality that they can really put out, especially when we lost to them 3 times already in a row in their last 3 outings, and we cannot allow ourselves to be exposed once again. I mean, 3 times, third time should be a charm, and we really lost it again, and we cannot allow that to happen. So personally, my starting 11 would be the same. I thought, honestly, I was very shocked that Rooney was able to, turn things around. His second half performance was again starting to really decline. But first half, he showed a little bit, slight glimpse of that old Wayne Rooney. He was able to, take those very light touches, distribute the ball quickly, get some runs in between. And I kind of saw that. I kind of liked it. And whether or not I want Martial as that number 9 or whatever the case may be, I know Louis van Gaal is going to start Rooney in that number 9 role. And I think Martial, as I mentioned before, provided with space, I think he'll really be able to, cause some trouble on that left-hand side. So me personally, I think we'll start off with that same 11 as last time. Hopefully we come up with something better. I'm hoping that we come with a 2-0 victory for Manchester United with goals from Ander Herrera and Anthony Martial. What did you guys think? Make sure you guys leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what your thoughts are in this match. Do we need to win a badass win, or do we just need to get a gritty win? Whatever it is, you let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Thank you guys once again. Thank you, Mr. FlyPigHD, and I'll see you guys next time.